In this video we're trying out the new circuit on Gran Turismo Sport that landed in the latest update, the AUTOPOLIS circuit in Japan. Hey guys, and welcome along to another video. If this is your first time here and you like watching all sorts of sim racing related stuff, subscribe now and click the bell icon so you get notified of every video I upload and you don't miss a thing. So as I said in the intro, in this video we're on the new track that dropped in the latest update, AUTOPOLIS in Japan. Now I'm very surprised that I qualified in 10th, did about 10 laps of practice and barely know my way around this circuit because of basically holidays and stag do. So I went to Dubai and I've just come back from a stag do in Dublin, you can probably hear it in my voice, but back to back weekends away and then getting back to the office with work has been absolutely manic. So I just have not had any time to practice at all. But I wanted to give it a go. As you see here, I'm going to overtake the Frenchman in the NSX who got bumped by the Brit into the first hairpin, pushing him wide onto the grass. So we're going to take advantage there and we're going to make our way down to the second hairpin here. The Italian NSX up in front is going to get hit off into the gravel. So we're going to be up to 8th now, up 2 places on this opening app, which is quite surprising as I said, and hoping for more as the 3 up in front are battling. Also, we're still very new in the week. This is being filmed on Tuesday, so this track only came out yesterday, and also this is the first time that the track has actually been on the game as it arrived in the latest update. So for me, slow and steady is going to win the race here. I'm going to be careful on these tyres coming out of the hairpins because, to be honest, I only did about 10 laps of quali and I barely know my way around, as I said before, for the reasons such as stag do's and work and holidays and that sort of stuff, and I have no idea what the strategy is at all. I've gone with the mediums. I'm hoping it's going to be a medium one stopper. I'm hoping these guys aren't all on hards and are going to go for a no stopper. I've worked out already that we're not going to need to fuel, which is good, so it's just going to come down to lap number 6 here, the halfway point, to see if we have got it right. I'm really hoping that I have. So jumping ahead here towards the end of lap number 2, coming into the penultimate corner, there's contact up in front and the Brit is going to drop his wheel, I think, onto the grass. Something happened anyway, and he is off in a big way. So after 2 laps we're up 3 places here and we cross the line to start lap number 3 in 7th place. We're on lap number 4 now and we've been chasing this old school Lexus here, the number 1 car, so it's the highest ranked in the lobby, and we're going to outbrake him cleanly down into the second hairpin, turn 11. So we're up to 6 now, really happy with that move. We get a slight SR drop, there must have maybe been some contact at some point, but no issue there. So we've gone up from 10th where we started into 6th again. Really surprised by that, but this is group 2, so I'm quite strong in this class by my standards anyway, and also I'm enjoying the free-flowing nature of this track. So hoping this isn't the end of our ascent through the field. Rejoining the action here on lap number 6. As I mentioned earlier, I have no idea on strategy at this point. I worked out quickly that there was no need for fuel, easy enough, but I'm still very unsure on tyres. Now, I'm doing quite well, making my way through the pack, which makes me think a little bit that everyone may be on hards. But as this is our in-lap, this is going to be the most warm that our tyres are going to be, and it's going to lead to a mistake. We're going to run wide here, drop our tyre there onto the grass, and end up on the inside in the Armco there, and we've lost a bucket load of time to the fin. Well, we thought we had anyway, but the fin there is going to go straight on and end up spinning round in the grass. He barely avoids the gravel there, so it's not as bad as it could have been for him. But we are now up into 5th place another gained place for us. So the next challenge here is going to be the pit lane. As you know, I'm not great with pits, so watch this. Of course, we're going to crash and then get overtaken at the very last moment there. So to rub salt into the wound, I also got a 5-second penalty. But we're going to come out in 7th. Again, we're net above where we started the race, so I'm going to try and chase down this Italian and see if we can get back up into the top 5. Now we've moved on to lap number 9 here, and keep your eye up ahead. The Italian has binned it. He was about 3.5, maybe 4 seconds up in front, but he was clearly pushing very, very hard, something I probably don't recommend this early in the week and on a brand new track. And also, the third thing here is the Group 2 cars. They can get really, really snappy, especially that NSX, if you're not careful. Now, that's another reason, and case in point, why I went with the Nissan. It's a car that I'm comfortable with. I used it as Suzuka, which is probably my best combination, the Group 2s at Suzuka. So whilst I qualified in the NSX, I thought the race car for me was going to be the Nissan, and so far it's paid dividends. So again, guys, just think about the car that you're most comfortable with. As I've said before in previous videos, the 10th or 2 or half a second that you make up in qualifying or speed or whatever it is by making the choice to go with the most strong car may not count for anything if you're backwards or sideways in the grass or gravel because you've gone with a car you're not comfortable with. We're on lap number 10 now, and I felt it was best to get rid of that penalty now. This guy here made a mistake earlier, so I felt if I could get rid of that penalty and then put him under some pressure, we might be able to get back up from 6th into that 5th position we lost from that penalty. As we finish off the race here on the final lap, it obviously wasn't meant to be. We couldn't get that 5th place back off the fin, so we're going to come home in 6th, which, to be honest, after the amount of practice that I've had, I'm not mad at all. Now we're going to move on to race number 2. We've got another 12 laps here around this new circuit in Group 2. Now, had no time for quali with this one. It was quite a long race this, so there was a very short amount of time between races. So we're starting again in 10th, but I feel like I'm a bit more comfortable around this circuit, so I'm hoping for a better race. I also know where to overtake and where my strengths are and where I should be overtaken. So here, coming into turn number 3 and turns 4 and 5, if it's not on, I'm not going to go for it. Here's potentially an opportunity here at the hairpin of turn number 6, and the next big opportunity is going to be down into turn 11, the second hairpin, which you're going to see I'm going to take advantage of here. So the Frenchman up ahead is going to be battling here. He goes onto the grass, and I managed to outbrake him into turn 11 and make the move stick. So really, really happy with that. Already making progress up the field, up to 9th now, and we can push on from here. As we start lap number 2 here, the Brit you're going to see up ahead is going to go robustly up the inside of this guy here, who is really, really quite laggy. So he's now right in front of us. I don't really know where he's going to be. You can see that he's jumping all over the place, and what that is going to do is that's going to distract me coming through turns 4 and 5. So I'm going to find myself off on the outside at turn number 5, and I'm going to go all the way down, frustratingly, to 13th. There is a little bit of a positive though. The group up in front is still really, really close together, obviously, because it's only lap number 2. As I mentioned before, it's a new track, it's early in the week, so I'm going to pray on this and I'm confident we can make up some places. I just need to keep it clean, keep the thing on the track and keep it under control. Now this is probably quite a good interlude and quite a good break, if you like, to talk about the track itself. Now I haven't come across this track before, so I had a look at the history and a little bit about it, and I thought I'd give you a quick introduction for those who don't know. So this is AUTOPOLIS in Japan. It's on the most southern island of Japan, a little bit above a place called Kumamoto, built by a really rich guy who's famous for buying a Picasso from his mobile in his hotel room, how the other half live, and it's now owned by Kawasaki, who bought it off him, and it holds Super GT and Super Formula Nippon as I knew it, races. So if you didn't know about it, now you do, because I certainly didn't. So I did a little bit of research, and I thought, as always, I'll pass it on to you guys. So we're on lap number 3 here. The Spaniard is going to run wide up ahead, so I'm going to go up the inside through turns 4 and 5 here and move to the inside to defend for turn number 6. There's no way he's going around the outside there. The recovery has begun. We're up to 12th place. Now there's 2 Frenchmen battling up ahead, and as we come through here down towards turn number 11, I'm gaining, but I'm going to think better of a move. It just wasn't on. I'll take a bit of evasive action here so that there's no contact, and we live to fight another day. It would have been completely pointless chucking it up the inside there. It would have just been a complete race wrecker for myself and for him. But we're going to stay behind here as we come through turn number 13, through here at 14 and the tricky number 15. It's almost like a double apex. So as we come up here through 15, up over the crest to 16 and round 17, we're coming into the final couple of corners. A long sweeping right-hander at 18, which I keep nice and tight. It's a different line to others use, but it's something I'm more comfortable with. And a little kink through 19. We're going to cross the finish line and start lap number 4. Now, as I say, the 2 Frenchmen are battling up ahead. There's going to be a load of French on French warfare here, as the guy in the Zent car chucks it right up the inside, and then I get a run on him coming into turn number 3. The outside though turns into the inside for turn number 4, so he keeps position, but he's going to come across me in turn number 6, and there's going to be a bit of contact there. A bit sloppy from him and from me, to be honest. I should have seen that one come in and got out of it, but the SR's gone down. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. We're well up into the 99s here, and as you can see up ahead, it is all going off. There's a huge group of cars up ahead, and there's chaos into turn number 11. One goes off, one goes wide. The Frenchman gets on the loud pedal there. There's contact between us as I save him, as he's going to come right across the back of the track. You are very welcome, my friend, by the way. And we are now up into 10th. The Brit is going to bin it, so we're now up to 9th. The action doesn't stop here, and keep your eyes on the German up ahead, who is also going to have an issue. We're going to go around the outside of him, and we're going to go up into 8th place. Oh, what a lap this 4th lap has been. We've gone all the way up from 12th to 8th in one single lap. I'm hoping that lap number 5 here is going to calm things down a bit. But you know, this is the Gran Turismo daily races. The action is going to keep coming, and I think that I just attract it for some reason. Don't know why, but you're going to see in this that I will. So the Frenchman up ahead there is going to run wide, so I'm going to have a run down on him into turn number 3. Now I know that the outside turns to the inside, so I'm going to try and hang it round the outside of 4 and 5 as it turns to the inside at 6. I'm going to park it here on the apex so that he cannot cut back underneath, and we are up into 7th place. But I am then foolishly going to run wide here coming through turn number 9 onto the grass there, so I'm going to then go mega defensive into this second hairpin at turn 11. I've managed to keep the place as he runs alongside us here. I'm going to be able to get on the power earlier and keep that place. It was crucial to keep onto that one, as there was an angry pack behind who we want absolutely no part of. We've jumped slightly ahead here as we come across the start lap number 6, but just note how far away that Frenchman was when we looked behind. So we're on a new lap now. We're up to 5th as we overtake someone coming out the pits, and bang. We are hit by the Frenchman. We're both off into the grass. I struggle to get back up to speed, and I go all the way down to 8th place. Absolute nightmare. To be fair to the Frenchman, he did apologise afterwards, and I absolutely accept your apology. He said he missed his braking point, which is fine. We've all done it, but for now, that has really put a spanner in the works for our race, and it's going to be really, really difficult to try and salvage something out of this one. So we're going to come into the pits here, manage to get the pit entry right this time. Just put on some new boots, there's no need for fuel in this one, and we're going to come out in 11th place. Oh, damn it. So we're going to have to get our head down here and try and get after that group up ahead if we've got any chance of a top 10 finish. Jumping forward to the end of the next lap here, we're about to start lap number 8, and we're going to overtake someone as they come into the pits. Now keep your eye on these trees up in front. I have never seen so much carnage through one corner. So the German is going to hit, or be hit should I say, by the Spaniard. They're both going to go off, and then the Frenchman is going to get it wrong on the exit. So we're going to go up from 10th to 7th in one corner. Amazing stuff. Maybe we can get a good result out of this race after all. Now, as they've all been absolutely destroyed, they won't be coming back from this one. They don't have enough time. We just need to consolidate where we are. So we've got the Frenchman behind who hit us earlier after making a mistake. He's about 3.5 seconds behind him. So I don't anticipate really any issues from him because we were quicker than him. And we're also over 10 seconds behind the guy in 6th. So all I'm going to do here, considering how poorly I feel after this stag do and how little practice I've been able to have because of work and stuff, I'm going to try and consolidate and bring home this 7th place. And consolidating that 7th place is exactly what we did. So as we cross the line here, we're going to bring home 7th place to go with our 6th place from the race before. And this is what it's done to our driver rating. We're getting ever closer to A+ again. But for now, guys, that's the end of the video. I'm going to bed. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.